cultural heritage and the power of batik. Among the many diversity, don't we wonder about who we are, where we came from, and what we were born into this world for? After all, why are such questions so important? So, here we are presenting you about the cultural heritage and the power of Indonesia batik. What is cultural heritage? But before definition of the cultural heritage, we must know in advance about the definition of cultural itself. What does culture itself mean? Simply put, culture is the whole behavior and knowledge that has become habitual or owned by a particular community. So cultural heritage is a culture that is obtained through generations. Why is knowing cultural heritage so important? And what does it have to do with the power of Indonesia Batik and Sustainable Development Goals 2030? First, by knowing cultural heritage, we will be better able to know ourselves, our families, and others around us. Second, by knowing cultural heritage, we can know what is best form of education to the needs for ourselves and those around us. Because culture itself, it is a pattern of the habits of people who have the same background as us. In Indonesia, there are a lot of cultural heritage that we can find in each region. One of them is batik. What is batik? Batik is visual work made using malam enchanting applied to certain objects such as fabrics and canvases. Batik has been entrenched in Indonesian society since the time of its ancestors. Its diversity is the result of the incorporation of various cultures in Indonesia. The patterns and the motifs are never the same, but the philosophical content has a deep meaning. Its scratch symbol is a manifestation of the richness of culture in Indonesia. On 2 October 2009, UNESCO has made batik as intangible cultural heritage. This can happen because batik is not only seen as a product, but also stores various sides of history and philosophy contained in it. But along with the rapid flow of globalization, the evolution of batik culture in Indonesia has a variety of challenges. First, the use of batik in Indonesia has been considered ancient. For example, is batik clothing. Not a few Indonesians would prefer to wear clothes with foreign cultural nuances because it is considered trending than batik clothes that are the identity of Indonesian nation itself. Batik clothing is considered only formal clothing used at ceremonial events of certain nationality. Second, batik is considered to contribute a lot of environmental pollution, especially water pollution. Not least the complaints of people near the batik industry who complains about dirty water due to ink from batik. Of course, these two things become polemic among the sympathizers of cultural heritage. It is necessary to realize we cannot deliver people certainly obey our wishes. But as explained at the beginning of the video, the cultural heritage is important. So, the development of batik that face problems cannot be taken lightly. How do we as a young generation respond to these problems? The answer is with innovation and creation. Batik now has a growing production technology with environmental friendly processes and the use of natural dyes during the production process, so that batik polymers can pollute the environment can also be resolved. Then furthermore, various countries around the world, including Indonesia, have a joint commitment goal called Sustainable Development Goals. The existence of these Sustainable Development Goals opens opportunities for batik to become more developed in Indonesia. The existence of Sustainable Development Goals can encourage the government through the Ministry of Education and Culture to initiate programs to recognize their own culture, including strengthening batik to be more sustainable. With this program, it is expected to attract the interest of the public to use batik as part of their habits. The high interest of the community will reopen opportunities for the local batik industry to increase its productivity to the business market, so as to increase economic growth in each region. With the program is expected to maximize the objectives of Sustainable Development Goals in three aspects, namely economy, society, and environment. So let's for the whole world community to start recognizing and adapting to our own cultural heritage. Especially for Indonesia, let's use batik as identity of our nation.